Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Going over a brief overview of the MLB main slate for today on DraftKings. The one starts at 7 o'clock. Both slates today are pretty awful, and the late slate's probably even worse, but I do have some quick plays for you, for those of you who are playing. So anyway, before we continue, if you could leave a like, subscribe to the channel, really appreciate that. You can follow me on Twitter at ChrisPennell16, and if you'd like to support me on Patreon, you get extra content like this cheat sheet. Don't think this is what I do every day for the cheat sheet. It's usually much more complex than this, and I also have a pitching model and a hitting model, but this slate's so bad, 4 games, I didn't feel like doing a full rundown of the cheat sheet, so I just put something quick together. So if you're interested in all the extra stuff on Patreon, I'll put the link in the description below, and let's get into this. So for pitchers, I'm looking at Steven Strasburg as my SP1 at 11.9K. I know he's expensive, but we've been picking on Miami these past 2 games, and that's worked out really well. Corbin got 33, Scherzer got 36, I believe, and I can expect the same from Strasburg, or at least I hope. It's a great pitcher's park in Miami, and Strasburg's got a 28% K rate, and he's facing Miami, so pretty much seems like the lock of the day for pitcher on the late slate. And then here's a GPP only play. Wouldn't play Buehler in cash, but he does it on a 28% K rate, and he did have success in Coors in his first time going there earlier in the year. I think he only gave up 1 run, and he went 5 innings, and it wasn't too bad. And I know this was away from Coors, which the Rockies are a completely different team when they're not in Coors Field, but he murdered them. He had 53 or 58 DraftKings points. He had 16 strikeouts, complete game. So I do like Buehler, although he is a little bit riskier just because Coors Field can always ruin the best of pitchers. But don't mind going with Walker Buehler. And then where I'm probably going to go in cash games, Alex Young at 6,300. I don't know if I want to play cash on this slate. Actually, this might be just a GPP only slate, but I do like Alex Young at 6,300. He's got a 4.3 FIP this year in AAA, 24% K rate. But the problem is his walk rate. It's sitting at 10.3%, which is very, very bad. But it's a good pitcher's park, and I do think the D-backs can get him the win. Tyler Bede's pitching on the other side, and I don't think Tyler Bede's a very good pitcher. So I don't mind going with Alex Young. I think he can get you over 10 points, which is probably what you're only going to need in this slate. I think this is another slate that's owned by your bats and Strasburg, really. Then for the stacks, the Dodgers are going to be the obvious number 1 stack, owning against Peter Lambert and Coors. He's just not a very good pitcher. There's really not much to say about him. So I love the whole lineup, but lefties like Cody Bellinger, Jock Peterson, Alex Verdugo. I know there's more. I'm just missing off the top of my head. Max Muncy, Beatty even. So I like all these guys, and I wouldn't even leave off Justin Turner or those kind of guys. So don't mind going with the Dodgers at all. I think they're going to be the highest owned stack for sure, but. Then the Angels going against Anderson. I really like the lefties here. Anderson's got some pretty good splits versus righties, but the lefties should give him some trouble. So that's guys like La Stella, Ohtani, Calhoun, and Bohr. Obviously, for full stack in the Angels, don't leave off Mike Trout, but it's going to come at the expense of like Cody Bellinger or Jock Peterson. And then I also like the D-backs lefties. This could be the sneakier stack on the slate. Really, no stack's going to be sneaky, but this should be the lowest owned of the bunch. I just don't think Tyler Bede's good, but they are. The problem is they're going to be in San Francisco, which is not a good park for hitting, but that's going to make it even more contrarian. So I like guys like Gerard Dyson, David Peralta. I believe Jake Lamb's back, and if he's back in the lineup, I have some interest in him. And I could tell Marte's fine. Eduardo Escobar. Oh, wait, I feel like Eduardo Escobar's hurt. I have to check on that. But so I do like those guys. And for my favorite value plays, I like Gerard Dyson at 4,300, David Peralta at 4,200, and Alex Young at 6,300. Those are some good value plays. In my core, I want Steven Strasburg in my lineup for sure. I want to get Jock Peterson in, and there's enough value to get one of the high-end Dodger players in your lineup. And then Gerard Dyson at 4,300. Alright guys, that's all I have for the video. I know this isn't my usual video, so if you're new here, I do a little bit more in-depth video. You can check out my early video for what I usually do. And remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. I wish you guys the best of luck on this slate if you're playing it, because you're going to need it. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow.